USA, USA, USA. Oh, sorry guys. Just getting psyched up for the big, we are talking grande importance football match that's going on this evening between the United States and Panama, and that is soccer for the uninitiated. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Jaime and Fuego Rock Show. I'm yours truly, Senior Fuego, but today I actually have to bring in a little bit of my actual heritage, not just the amassed heritage that I've found here and growing up in the Southwest, but my last name is Callahan, and yeah, for most of you who would just hear that name tossed out, you would immediately say, hey, that's an Irish boy, right? Yeah, that is me. I'm a Callahan, O'Callahan, as it was originally called, and that actually fits in perfectly thematically with the band that I'm going to be covering for today's episode of the Jaime and Fuego Rock Show here on this fantastic Tuesday in June. And boy, is it getting hot or what, guys? Just walking out of my truck was just vicious. So thanks for bearing with, and to all those people who stick it out here in the heat as opposed to flying away like scared little snowbirds typically do. So the show that I'm talking about tonight is featuring a very, very cool list of local bands, but the one that I'm paying my complete focus to is a group called Cockswain. Yes, take what you want from the name of these guys, but they are a righteous bunch of Celtic rock and roll type guys. A little bit of Pogues influence, also flogging Molly. Discovered them last night as I was trying to, figure out which band to feature today. And they're actually opening up the set tonight at the Crescent Ballroom downtown. If y'all have not been to Crescent, it is very impressive. It's nice to have that type of venue pop up and just become so relevant so quickly downtown. Supremely impressed. But yeah, they are opening up festivities tonight for the gig, which is actually going down featuring the headliner of Bunny Gang. Bunny Gang is apparently a new side project, which is being led by Nathan Maxwell of Flogging Molly. And I actually just got to see those guys for the first time earlier this year after being a big fan for countless años, but finally got to scope them out for the first time this past St. Paddy's Day, and that was at a Tempe Beach Park, an absolutely awesome show. So you can probably guess that this evening of music down at Crescent is going to be kind of, Celtic Irish themed, but hey, that's good drinking music, good party music, good hey, it doesn't matter if you're straight edge, it's just feel good, nice, emotional release type music, puts you in a good mood, puts a smile on your face, and Cockswain are no exception. So just wanted to give you, for your listening pleasure, one of my favorites that these guys have done. This track is called Long Lonesome Road. Check it out.
When times are rough, when you're all alone.
So there you have it, y'all. Long, Lonesome Road. That was by locals from Scottsdale, Cockswain. And I must admit, Irish music, Celtic in general, I suppose, whether it's punk or slowed down like that last number that we heard, it always has this uncanny ability to just lift the spirits, at least for me. All of us encounter negativity in our lives, and at least for me, music has always been kind of a saving grace, and just saying, look, things are not that bad. We all suffer. We all go through, trying experiences, but music has always been kind of a savior for me, kind of a godsend, something that's helped me through those rough times. And I got a sneaking suspicion that it's not just me. Am I right? Yeah, I think so. So, once again, that was Cockswain. They're heading up a fantastic group of bands that are going to be downtown at the Crescent Ballroom this evening. Crescent is located on 2nd Avenue, just north of Van Buren. So, easy train ride if you want to ride on the metro. That's an option for you. Or driving, or walking, be green if you like. That's cool too. So, but yeah, Bunny's Gang, they're the headliners. Nathan Maxwell, bassist from Flogging Molly, that's his side project. But there's some other great locals on the bill, I should say. We've also got Jamie Reynolds along with the aforementioned Cockswain that we just heard from, and also I Was Told There'd Be Whiskey. That's a pretty sweet name, I must admit. I'm gonna have to check those guys out soon. So I wanted to give a grande gracias to all of the listeners that tuned in yesterday and decided to scope out this new endeavor that Senior Fuego, yours truly, is pursuing, putting some spotlight on the locals, showing some love, shout out. So once again, thank you everybody. Cheers, gracias. Thanks for scoping it out. Hope that getting this, at least on the internet before the show starts tonight is gonna be helpful. Because yesterday I had a few technical difficulties getting that first entry up online. But I got past the troubleshooting, and things are gravy. All is gold and smooth sailing seas. So once again, cheers. Thanks everybody. If you want to scope out my writings on my main gig, which is that's the Phoenix Concerts Examiner and Examiner.com, or if you want to scope out some of the bootlegs that I've done at various local shows, you can just Google Jaime and Fuego. Brings up all of my content, also the social media wackiness, Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. So yeah, check it out. Wanted to say thanks once more. Boy, I'm just so appreciative. But that's because I'm so psyched for this football match tonight. So otherwise I'd be downtown rocking with my fellow Irishmen. So cheers, y'all. Have a fantastic evening, and I will talk with you mañana. Adios.